Welcome to Lexington, Kentucky, the Bluegrass State and home to the Kentucky Wildcats. And Big Blue Nation has turned out, revved up, and ready to go. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the Auburn Tigers taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The offense set for a first down play. Power football with the run. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference. Be great in your conference. Get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
Grab near the marker. It's Morton. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He'll keep it himself. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, pressure got to him and forced the incompletion.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Morton. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big 3rd down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
He's looking to throw it. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Second and 10 after the previous play. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. The run from the shotgun. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the 1st down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. The short hands, it's Simmons. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. And the entire playbook is wide open on 2nd and short like this. Here's the handoff. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Now from inside the red zone. He finds his man. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Dances away from the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Yeah, your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off the spot, he gets outside the pocket. They did a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Looking to throw. Got it! Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there. Here they are in field goal range, it's 3rd and short. You know, the odds say it's going to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They get a big play now setting up 1st and goal.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. Quarterback looking for just a crack on the sneak. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. Trying to pound it in. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He got it. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
Line gets set, 1st down. The give to the back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They go right back to it. The Wildcats have a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback will audible. Wants to throw on first down. They're trying to get to it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Still on the 35-yard line. They'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Off play action. Caught on the outside. It's Otis. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in and week out, working on those critical down and distances, 3rd downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
This Kentucky offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Give to the running back. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
To the ground with the back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Auburn 3, Kentucky 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Now the play fake. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
What a great play by one of their biggest playmakers in the D-line. I can say this personally. I got my first start in college at Jordan-Hare Stadium. It was brutal. I think about it, and I get PTSD to this day. When you get those types of athletes in a three-point stance rushing the quarterback with that crowd noise, and your offensive tackles can't hear the snap count, it's not a lot of fun.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. They played that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
And now on second down for this offense. Give to the single back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
What's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed, you know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back, get it into his hands quickly, let him go pick up the first.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. The give from the gun. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Time to take a shot. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Tigers. Let's see. He can block, he can catch, he can run. Yeah, let's just forget about the blocking for now. The catching, the running, the scoring is dangerous.
And they do the dirty work, but this is what they would prefer to do. These guys want to catch touchdown passes. Most of these guys were wide receivers in high school, and they show you why. They'll go up, get that football, make plays for the quarterback.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. USC is down right now, but this lead is not insurmountable. This is a program that's produced Keyshawn Johnson and Lynn Swann, so big playmaking is always a possibility. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Cal. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Off-play action on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that pass is intercepted. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the driver.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Thompson.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
2nd down coming up.
2nd down coming up. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Hard running there. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to get to it. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The give to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it.
They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Give to the running back. Tackled, but he has a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Handoff to the lone back. And look, This guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Caught behind the line. It's Patterson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll try the run. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to power their way ahead. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And the Wildcats moving quickly to the line. Trying to surge it in. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good. They marched 56 yards to the end zone. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll go to the ground. Got room at the 35. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He wants to throw. Looking down the middle. Got his man. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Timeout, Kentucky.
Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. This kick would be hard enough, straight on, 57 yards. He's also on the left hash. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Offense gets set for second down. They'll run play action. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown, Wildcats. And that one will give them the lead.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. USC is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up by 18 over Cal. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Looking to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Morton. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, 1st down.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
The aerial assault continues. The sure hands, it's Kane. Oh, it's out. He picks it up, still on his feet.
And what a great job by the defense, securing the wide receiver, getting the football out.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The corners are walked up tight. The give to the tailback. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. And the Tigers headed quickly to the line.
And that's good enough for 1st down.
To the air on 1st down. He'll take a shot. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You know, you play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, you know, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. The hand to the running back. Discards a man. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll throw it on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Lofted to the sideline, and it's picked off. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside, towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Kane.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Makes the catch. It's Simmons. And he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is
a little trickeration looking to throw. And it's caught off the fake. 1st down. Oh, look out.
I don't think anybody was expecting fake punt there on 4th and 1, because normally you just leave your offense out there to see if they can get it, but they caught the return team napping, and they were able to pick it up. Great play call by the head coach.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Gain of 4. Brings up 2nd down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. On the move, it's Morton. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down mark.
Auburn going to work with another 1st down. He'll wedge it in there on the quarterback sneak. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They're going to run it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Auburn.
Touchdown, Auburn.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No chance for a return as that ball the back of the end zone. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Got it behind the line. It's Patterson. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Auburn 20, Kentucky 17.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Leaves it with the running back. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. Kentucky going quickly. To the ground. He's got it again. Runs through the tackle. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll give it to the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. The play action fake. He rifles one deep down the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him 1 to the 14.
Brings up 2nd down.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Splits the uprights, it's good. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
Kentucky, 17.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move it.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Trying play action. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Touchdown, Auburn! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown 1 in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick, the offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught in the backfield, it's Patterson. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Coming up, 4th down.
On 4th down, going to the air. Throws to the wideout. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Touchdown, Tigers. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. It's great to think you're going to score every time you return it, but man, what a bad decision. He's down at the 6. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And the short completion brings up second down. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Wants to throw on third down. Caught close to the marker. It's Patterson. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Kentucky right back to the line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed...
Lofts one deep down the right side. And he throws another interception. Got some room to run. And after the interception return, he gets it down to the 32-yard line. And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Offense set on first down. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Let's see what they've got on second down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Finds a crease at the 20. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Line gets set, first down. Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all she wrote. Operating in the red zone here on second down. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books.